Hello, everybody, and welcome to ScubaTuber Live. And today I've got Bobby Hernandez. He's my current victim, as I say. He's got an up-and-coming YouTube channel called the BAMF Squad. We'll find out what that's all about when we talk to him. As usual, anything goes within reason as long as it's legal. Ask any questions you like. We pull up the comments, as you know, and just ask the questions when you want. So Bobby is a very interesting. In fact, I find Bobby very motivational because I only really found out the other day. I knew he was a veteran. I knew he was disabled, but I only really got to know his history when we had a pre-chat to the interview. So this guy has been to Iraq and Afghanistan 4 times, 4 tours of duty, right? And he got himself nearly blown up there. And the guy still smiles. And he's made another life for himself after being medically discharged after 16 years in the US Army in scuba diving. He doesn't sit on his butt and complain about that he's disabled and all of this. It just appears to me to live life to the full. And I think to a lot of ex-veterans, to a lot of young people who think that life's against them, I think they'll find today Bobby is a really get up and go motivational kind of guy. I don't know if I could have gone through what he went through and still be sitting here on YouTube today. I tell you that honestly. So anyway, without further ado, let's get the man in the room and start talking to him. Hey, Bobby. Welcome,
Brian. What an incredible intro.
Hey, you're an incredible bloke,
Thank you, sir.
I want people to find out about you. I want your channel to be bigger than mine. Right?
Same. I want both of us to grow together.
So we got Critter Hunter on. He's the first on today. Great supporter of my channel. And I know you support his channel as well quite a lot. We've talked about that. Absolutely. So, we've got a couple of people on. They'll come on as we go along. So, Bobby, it's good to catch up today. Can you just let people know, because we'll have people come from around the world and they'll watch this post show. Where are you at the moment?
Currently, I'm located in Sebastian, Florida. So basically Central Florida on the East Coast on the Atlantic side.
All right, the good side.
Yeah, absolutely.
The better visibility side.
And you can get depth here too, quick, not like the West Coast.
Yeah, so you're quite. I mean, only recently did I find out, having been going to Florida for nearly 10 years, nearly every month, that Florida was an exceptional diving location.
Absolutely. I grew up here and I didn't really dive as a kid until I came out of the military. So getting to do this now it has a lot to offer for sure.
Yeah, well, I'm coming over to meet up with James at Divers Ready in February.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to hook up with you. I'm looking forward to being spoiled. I tell you now.
You sure would. Being with him, absolutely.
And you, I mean, you were telling me we're going to go megalodon tooth diving. I'm up for that,
There you go.
There we go.
One of those.
Bobby was just teasing me before we went live, I'll have to get one of these big golden pendants, with the big megalodon on the front,
Like Flavor Flav.
Right. I've got to know, before we really get into it, I'm an Englishman, I'm not American.
Mm-hmm.
I've been following your channel, the BAMF Squad and all of that. And I thought, what the hell does BAMF mean? It's not something that we use. And I found out it means badass men fishing.
Not quite, but close.
Well, I couldn't say the real meaning on YouTube. I'd probably get banned.
Close.
Anyway.
That's why I don't really say the acronym too much, but it stands for badass motherfucking squad.
This is not for kids, right? Okay. But so that was just like a kick-ass name you thought of, was it?
No, so it was the name of our squad in Afghanistan. So
Right.
so anybody would come and ask us about our soldiers in our squad, but like they're a bunch of badasses. So we said badass motherfucking squad.
There it is. Right. We've learnt something. So we've got Phineas Benny on. He's a regular pop in for live streams. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Davis. Thanks for
Mr.
coming on. Yeah. Right. Now, can you and go into as much detail? Tell us what you want to. Don't feel, but I know you're not very self-promoting when you talk about your military career. But I would like the viewers just to get some background because it's important to where you are now. So, can you just give us some details on your military career, what happened, and all of that stuff?
Yeah, I was born and raised here in Miami, Florida, and then I went to high school in Broward, actually, in the Fort Lauderdale area. And after graduating high school, I went to the military. I started in Fort Knox, Kentucky. I was a logistician my entire career. I did a little over 16 and a half, short of 16 and a half years. I did 4 combat tours, 2 Iraq, 2 Afghanistan. So I went to Iraq in 2003. Then I did 2004. And then I went to Afghanistan 2009, 2010, 2012. And after 2012, when I got injured in 2012, I moved units to Maryland, and I was a general's aide for 3 years there until I was medically separated. And upon separation, I found scuba diving.
Right. So, I mean, you were actually injured in combat.
Absolutely. So we were on a convoy, and an IED went off in front of us. A yellow truck, jingle truck, got hit. We were actually going down a mountain, and we couldn't go left because there was fuel trucks going up, and we would have gone head-on collision with a fuel truck if we would have tried to swerve around it. But we hit this 8-foot at least deep crater, and it was a tire that was directly under me, and haven't been able to recover since. My body, my hips and back, and can't carry the weight anymore, and it's I can't do a normal what a 40-year-old should be able to do. It's pretty bad, but hey, once I get in the water, the pain goes away.
So some more comments. Got Jasbir saying hi, sir. Hello, Jasbir. I think a friend of yours, Eric Dida.
Yeah,
Bobs, I see you, player.
Yeah,
and Vicentius Benny says Semper Fi, Bobby. Is that a U.S. Army saying?
No, that's a Marine, Mr. Benny.
All right, but he's been through some tough shit, just like the Marines would anyway, right?
Oh, Mr. Benny, absolutely.
Right, let's get into the scuba diving now. Thanks for that. I know it's not always easy to talk about things
I just
like
had a
that.
bad day at work. That's it.
That was a bit more than bad. I'd call it a bit of a headache at work, really. All right, let's get into the scuba diving because that's why we're here. I want people to understand. I mean, as you said, you can't do what a normal 40-year-old would do, but you're really into your scuba diving. So, what was the driving force for you to get certified? What was
so this story is pretty good. So at the time, I had my best friend living with me, and we're both terrified of sharks. And I googled schools that are approved by the GI Bill. So the first one came up, scuba diving in Vero Beach. I said I didn't believe it, so I called the number, and they told me to go meet him at the dive shop the next day. So I told my roommate, hey, we're going to this surf shop and scuba diving shop tomorrow just to check it out. So he thought it was all cool until we got there, and he's like, what are we doing here? I'm like, oh, we're going to talk to the school here. And that's on a Thursday. So Saturday, we started our open water course because he gave us we signed up all our paperwork and used our GI Bill to go from zero to hero program.
And this was all because of a fear of sharks. You wanted to get over it.
No, we wanted to get paid to go to school.
All right. But you do know Florida is very famous for sharks.
Absolutely.
And shark attacks.
That is one of my favorite things to do now, is to go film and photograph sharks.
So you did the zero to hero. Was that zero to dive master or zero to instructor?
So it was zero to dive master at first, because you're not allowed to be an instructor until you've been at least certified for a minimum of 6 months.
Right.
So I did zero to dive master in like a month and a half of diving every day. And the only problem is I have to drive an hour and a half south to West Palm Beach to continue to get these dives, because the water here is not good for training. The visibility is absolutely terrible. And so we just went, and then I was not liking diving at all. Neither was my roommate at the time. We hated it. And it was just a drag to wake up every morning, to drive an hour and a half to go blow some bubbles, to go push people around, do rescue courses, and you're just coming back all tired of just training. So our one instructor, his wife and him were going to Mexico for 2 weeks. He's like, "You guys want to go?" We're like, "Absolutely." My first back roll into Mexico changed my life right then and there, and I completed my dive master class that day. And we waited a little bit the 4 months after, and we just dove as much as we could. And the weather was amazing back then, where you could dive every day. And we hit our 100th dive early. So when we got to instructor, of course, we were already almost at 350, and we did our instructor course, and our IE was in the Keys. We completed our IE. We did a graduation dive on the Spiegel, which was, I love that. That's
my bucket list.
My best descent yet.
Yeah. So you didn't really like the Hero to Zero program, then? Is that what I'm getting? Was it too intense, or was it just too repetitive?
It's a lot to go through in a month and a half, 2 months.
And if you weren't of a military background, where you're taught to get on with the training and
you're not finishing that unless you're military. It's definitely orientated for military folk to go through, for sure.
Yeah. And you just, even if you're hating it, you're going to finish the mission, right?
Yeah, it's like, granted.
And I guess there wasn't much variety then, was there? It was the same every single day. And then when you got into the clear waters with you just went, wow, this is why I'm doing it.
Oh, Mexico was it was just the sheer magnitude of the size of coral, and then the colors and the visibility is like you're looking in air. It's amazing. It was just amazing.
Good. Anyway, I'm glad you kept at it so we could have a chat.
Absolutely.
So after you completed your dive master, I mean, you did a huge amount of diving. Mm-hmm. 250 dives extra. How long was that before you became an instructor?
On our 6th month, we applied, and we went straight to IDC.
All right. So you just dive. And how long were you in Mexico?
Oh, we only did 1 week. 1 week.
Only a week, but that was enough to get
first back roll. All right. So I'm vertically challenged. So, you got to tippy toe to try and get the tank over the edge of the boat. It's my first time ever doing a back roll for one. So my reg's not in my mouth. So I'm sitting there trying to get situated, and I look at my best friend. My tank slips off the back, grabs me, and throws me off the back of the boat. And so, after you get my head pops up out of the water, and I look down, I looked up at him. I said, everyone needs to know this right now. Everybody needs to do this.
Right, a few comments. Okay, Vincentus Ben is done with an emoji. I don't know
He
whether
says he hates diving too.
yeah, critter hunter. Yeah, he loves the critters. Yeah, we'll believe that when we see it. Bunty Sadhu's,
right.
come on, he's a regular. So you did your open hours, your open water instructor. Where are you now? Is that where, or have you progressed from an open water instructor, or?
Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to complete Tech 50 instructor soon.
Right.
I'm currently in class for trimix and rebreather. So I am Tech 50 certified. So once I complete all these classes, I'll probably be. I'm not going to instruct for tech diving. I'm gonna leave that to divers ready.
Right. So how many students do you get through a year? Because you're only teaching part-time, right?
Mm-hmm. I've only taught a total of 30 people so far.
Right. Yeah.
And that's in 2 years of diving. So obviously COVID slowed us down once they shut down the beaches and all that. But my primary focus is not to teach. I just want to show people what's available and
so you're more into the guiding than the teaching.
Yes.
And did you say you've only been diving for a couple of years?
Yes, since September 1st, 2018.
Well, and then COVID. And you've still got all that done.
Oh yeah.
I take my hat off to you, Bobby. I really do.
Thank you, Brian.
I mean, and for people watching this, I mean, look at this guy. You know, he's not feeling sorry for himself. I can tell you, we've had private chats, and if he does 3 dives a day, he is aching. He's in pain, but he doesn't give up, right?
No, caffeine and Red Bull and anything to keep you pushing forward.
So let's get back onto the training, because I've been following you, and I've seen you've been doing rebreather training and this. Yeah, what's the end game on the training? When are you going to say, right, I'm stopping?
Probably after all these classes are complete, because I'm in a program now through the VA. It's called Voc Rehab, and I'm doing the program now for rebreather instructor and technical diving instructor. Not rebreather instructor, just qualified. Okay. Once that's complete, then I don't have any more education benefits that continue to pay for it. So I'm gonna stop there, and I'm only doing it because you need access to go show the audience different dive locations, and if you're not certified, you can't go see it. So I got to get certified so I can go see the stuff.
All right. So I mean, let's talk about the rebreather. Are you going to? Do you think you're going to become a mainstream rebreather diver, or what's your feelings on rebreathers so far?
So far, it is operating in manual. It's a little much, and you're absolutely relearning how to scuba dive all over again when you're switching over to a rebreather. And on automatic mode, where it's just the solenoids are firing on its own, and you're just monitoring everything and doing your diligent your checks. It's the best thing on the planet.
What unit are you using?
The Prism 2. And
you rate that, do you? You rate it?
Oh yeah, I love this thing. The level of silence is on another different level than open circuit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an old I learned to dive on a rebreather when the semi-closed ones first came out. Then when the Inspiration came out, and that was a few years ago. Then I didn't continue because at that time, not today, I thought the technology was fundamentally unsafe. But now, when you see the advances, I think I will be getting back into. I mean, I'll have to completely retrain again. But for the end game is definitely to go back onto rebreathers. And for that,
the photography gets turned up because the life gets closer. It doesn't get scared. It's the first time I saw a fish trying to look at its reflection in my mask.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you just I mean, I just use GoPros. Everyone knows that, but you're just there and you just try. You're not breathing, and then you've got to breathe, and the fish goes, I'm out of here.
True. Yeah. Or ducks back into its hole.
Yeah, that happens to me with triggerfish all the time. So Critter Hunter wants to find some meg teeth. Right, well, Critter Hunter, you'll have to come to Florida in February, man. Let's talk about your disability.
Mm-hmm.
And how does it affect you on a typical day diving as a scuba diving as a freelancer, because you do freelance guiding most of the time and that. I mean, what's different for you than say the rest of us or most of us?
There's some days that I can't carry my own gear, and that's pretty bad because just a single tank isn't really that heavy. I'd have to throw it in the water or have someone, if it's a beach dive, at least throw it to the water so I can. I'm not walking through the sand when I'm in crazy pain, because I have mainly mobility issues in my hip and back. So I can't go back, and I have problems leaning forward. So whenever the weight, just the weight putting on me,
because
kills me.
It's all compressing down on your back and your hip, right?
Mm-hmm. So I throw the gear in the water and then continue, and then if I'm walking my own gear in, I'm fine. If I got to kick into a current, you might as well. It better not be long, because I'm just gonna leave and go with the current, shoot my safety sausage, and tell you people come get me.
Yeah. Oh, you need to come to the mall dives, because that's what we do there. We just go with a current, and I mean, you've probably seen on some of my videos, we just go like a rocket on the right time of the moon and stuff. Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, so all the diving in West Palm Beach is all drift diving.
Yeah, I love it. Just pick me up when I'm at the end of the dive, right?
Exactly.
What type of diving is it in West Palm? And is it reef?
So you have a lot of wrecks, and there's a lot of reef also. And at West Palm Beach, it's the closest the Gulf Stream touches the United States. So the water is rushing through there, and so that's what gives you that crazy current.
But diving the wrecks must be painful.
No, it's amazing.
Or you get in the lee of the current. Do you just hide behind it?
You could duck behind the wreck to get out of the current too, or go inside it. And like the Anna Cecilia is one of my favorite wrecks to do.
So that's nearly all what we call them DSMB diving, right? So you're popping your balloon every time. You're not coming up a line or anything. You just
there's a DM that jumps in with you. They're carrying the float, obviously, because the boat traffic down here is insane. So
he carries a float for the whole dive, yeah.
For the whole dive, and they stay down until the last person comes up. But if you can't make the dive, you do your safety stop, you shoot your safety sausage, and the boat comes to get you.
All right. Okay, now from your channel, I always Heron Bridge. Let's talk about, because that seems to be your go-to spot, right? But I've nothing to do. Let me go down to Heron Bridge and see what's in the water.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Where is it? Where is it?
It's in West Palm Beach, Florida.
That's in West Palm as well, right? Okay, right.
Yes. So it's a beach dive. It's only 20 feet deep. It's the same rock statues and hammerhead statues and sunken boats. Never the same life every day.
What's the coolest thing you've seen at Heron Bridge?
I didn't have my camera, but I saw a stargazer staring at me once that freaked me out. It was the first time ever seeing one, and I saw it and it freaked me out because it was like an angry face looking like trying to eat you out the sand. And that's possibly what I think is the coolest, but I'm there almost every day. But I see seahorses, batfish. I still got to find critter hunters, frogfish. I have yet to see a frogfish. but it has it there. The amount of life at Blue Heron Bridge is you have to dive a lot around the world to see what's there.
All right. That's because I do a lot on seahorses on my channel because I help support the. In fact, I don't know if you can see it.
Yep, I see the shirt.
Here's the Critter Hunter design shirt.
Yes.
I'm going to send you one, Bobby.
Perfect.
Just tell me what color you'd like, and I'll get one ordered.
We'll go with the orange.
Go with the orange, right? So, for people watching this, there's only 100 of these shirts or hoodies you can choose. I think we've sold well over 60 now, and when they're gone, we'll put a new design up. So, the only thing I want for you, Bobby, when you get your shirt, is to wear it and give a link to my little shop. All of the profit goes to the Seahorse Trust. I take nothing except the praise.
Absolutely. I'm planning a shirt also for when I sell when I get the design for everyone sold, I'm gonna donate $1 to a nonprofit organization to help veterans get into scuba diving.
Brilliant. That's excellent. Critter Hunter seems to think there's lots of bull sharks in West Palm. Is that right?
Absolutely. He is correct. Actually, the video that's coming out on Tuesday is a shark dive that I was guiding on, but they allowed me to have my camera with me. So I filmed them. It was a couple. It was an amazing dive. They had a great time finding out that sharks aren't the killers they are.
There we go. Spoiler alert. In fact, that's on my list. There's I don't know if you call it a colony or a habitat of bull sharks in Abu Dhabi, and there's a dive school there that's kind of not fed them or anything, but just knows where they are, how they behave. But you have to do their speciality, shark diving speciality, before they'll take you there. So when the water's a bit cooler, I'll be doing that just to do a video on it.
You got to do a shark dive here.
Yeah, for sure. And hopefully we might find a frogfish.
Yeah.
Hold on. Critter Hunter's just go. Hey, Bobby, the world's leading frogfish expert is leaving Philippines to move back to West Palm Beach and wants to study frogfish at Blue Heron.
Oh, wow.
Well, I guess you guys are going to touch base.
Absolutely, because I want to go see one. I keep seeing people post videos of finding them, and then I go out there and I find batfish and nudies and everything else, except for what I'm getting ready to go look for. I guess that's the thing of hunting, right? It's not catching.
Yeah. What else have you got nearby then where you regularly dive? I mean, I know Blue Heron's a favorite for you, but
I dive the reefs at in West Palm Beach, that Breakers Reef. A lot of turtles, a lot of life, just variety. You can see anything there. They've had a great white swim by, lemon sharks, bull sharks, hammerheads. You get everything there.
I mean, the world outside of America just doesn't know about this stuff. You rarely see, let's say as a foreigner or an alien, that's what you call us in America, right? You rarely see stuff about Florida for dive travel.
I consider West Palm Beach probably the most underrated diving in Florida.
I mean, but the whole of Florida, no one really talks about it internationally, right?
Yeah, it's mainly let's go to the Keys. They don't say anything else about the Springs or any of the reef diving and drift diving that's available on the East Coast, or the wreck diving, because there's a ton of wrecks.
Yeah, that's where I want to get onto some of the Spiegel Grove's #1 up there for me, and I just want to do lots of wreck diving because the visibility is great, So I wreck dive here.
Sorry, we got somebody wants to say hello. You okay? All right. You said hello. That's Stitch.
Stitch. Hey, Stitch. Yeah, I'm a big wreck diver. When I dive wrecks in the Philippines in Subic Bay, it's rare you get good viz at all. And here, I mean, we've just broken our sort of lucky spell for just over a year. We managed to get good viz a lot of the time on the wrecks, but recently it has been awful.
Oh no, that's not good.
And I just love going on a wreck where you haven't got to worry about where you are on it, right? Yeah, I know where I am. I know how to get back. Boom. So I am really looking forward to that.
Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait till February now.
What's your favorite dive location in the US?
Possibly West Palm.
West Palm. That's saying something, right?
Yeah.
And where's the best? I mean, I don't know where you've traveled, but where's the best dive location outside of the US you've been to?
Cozumel, Mexico.
I mean, that is promoted very highly on the international travel scene.
That's what changed my life. That's why I continue to dive to this day. Cozumel, Mexico is on another stratosphere for me for diving.
And is that a big journey for you to go there, or is it easy, or is it?
It's pretty easy. It's 3.5 hour flight, but it's cheaper for me to fly from Orlando than fly from Miami, even though I'm going to be leaving from the flight from Miami, the same flight.
So it stops down in Miami and then goes on to, I mean, these airlines, it just got to, they understand it. The rest of us don't.
They have a method to their madness.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. I haven't talked to you before. I know, where you want the channel to come, and we're going to talk about that a bit in a minute, but travel is going to be a big thing for you in the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's kind of on the list? What's top of the list?
Top of the list is I want to do a liveaboard. I've never slept on a boat, period. Unlike yourself. I love it. I want to do a liveaboard really bad. I want to go to the Philippines. I want to go to Indonesia. I want to do Korea just because I've been to Korea a lot and I love Korea. I have a big plan for whenever the channel starts rolling and I can take my wife with me, but we're going to be doing the dive drive, and that's going to be my series, and we're going to be leaving here, Florida, and driving and diving the entire way to get my wife to go on a liveaboard in the Galapagos.
You're going to drive all the way?
The entire way. And dive the entire way.
Your channel is going to explode when you do that, I tell you.
I hope so. I can't do that until because my wife won't let me. She won't quit her job or do anything until I prove that YouTube is sustainable.
Right, she's sensible. She's a sensible lady.
Smart.
Okay, Vincenzo says that he's recommending Indonesia, and I think it's
Mr. Benny's from Indonesia,
and he's got his love eyes on for so he obviously likes diving in Indonesia.
Absolutely.
Right, let's talk about BAMF Squad.
Yes.
How long has the channel been going, and why did you start a YouTube channel?
Okay. So the channel's been going right when the pandemic started. I started the channel, but it was not a diving channel. It was BAMF Squad Farms, and I was bored at home because they got fired from work because they closed the beaches down. You couldn't teach, couldn't guide, couldn't do nothing. So I started buying trees, and my wife wanted chickens, so we got chickens, and we started with showing just me planting because I have 12 different fruit trees here, and it started with that. But one video of underwater footage, because I was like, hey, this is what I did for work. The views went, and I was like, next video we're gonna do underwater stuff, and it just built it. I was like, the audience wants underwater. They don't want no chickens or fruit trees. So I started doing more underwater, even though there's nothing wrong with it, because I do watch channels that deal with fruit farms and stuff. So that's how it started, and ever since then, I said I'm gonna do one video a week, regardless of, even if the weather is terrible, I'm gonna try and put out at least one video a week. And then I started up school again.
Well, my story is virtually the same. I started because of COVID. I started lockdown kitchen, and then I said, right, I'll start a scuba channel as well and see which one takes off. The cooking was easy to do because essentially my channel based around essentially cooking everything in a wok, not Chinese food, but all sorts of stuff. I did other stuff as well, but generally electric wok. Let's see what we can cook, and it was okay. But then when I started spending more time on the scuba videos, because we couldn't dive, so I did one on disinfecting dive gear, and that went. But that was a lot of work to research, and because I even got Dan Europe ended up changing its recommendations because I challenged them. I said, "This is wrong," you know. But then I saw, right, you know, if you put the work into a scuba channel, there's a lot of people out there who are far better cooks than I am. You know? Although I am famous. I am famous for Marmite recipes.
Oh, I can make you a mean bowl of cereal.
So let's have a look at the comments. I did that same drive, except you have to take a boat from Panama to Colombia, no more road. Good. Benny's waiting for the liveaboard guest video, Bobby. And Eric's saying Thailand, bro. Right.
Thailand. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the diving's okay. There are some liveaboards out of Thailand. I think the diving's okay. I mean, I'm planning to do a trip in Thailand on the when I get to go to the Philippines or get a visa, because I can't fly direct from here at the moment. So that's my plan, to stop off in Thailand when they'll issue me a visa.
Oh, I also want to do Guadalupe Island too.
All right, and my favorite seafood to cook is prawn curry, Goan style, or we can use any strong fish. No, I'm not Master Chef from Abu Dhabi. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this channel if I was. All right, so what are the plans for the channel now? Because I know we started about the same time. We're not that far apart on numbers of subscribers and stuff. And I'm still trying to figure out my plans. I'm getting there, and what niche I'll occupy. I'm probably going to go a bit more towards equipment. I'm going to do a lot on liveaboard diving and take the GoPro and Paralens as far as I can. So that's kind of, what are you thinking? What are your plans, and what's your thinking at the moment on your niche?
I want to show mainly like the dive operations and dive sites and instructors and what they have to offer. Mainly like when I plan on going to all the beach diving sites and show you the parking lot, what the address is, and then of course what it looks like underwater and how to dive it.
So like a full scuba diver's guide to a dive location.
To a certain dive site. Even when I go to do the liveaboard series, show how I booked, what it takes to go to the country, to come back to the country, what the boat looks like, of course, what it looks like underwater, what amenities it has, and highlight basically the companies and how to get to them.
So it's okay. So I guess it's kind of more travel focused, but only local and international.
Yeah, so it's mainly travel, but we're going to scuba dive. We're not going to go surf or.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, I think that's a good niche, because I do a lot of videos when I go to the Maldives. I shoot it every day, and then I start putting up dive site videos for the Maldives. So if you're going there, you get an idea of what it's going to be like at that time of year.
Exactly.
And although they don't get lots of views immediately, they are what I call legacy videos, and people refer to them.
Mm-hmm.
So, a few more comments. Eric, nice. Eric's come up. Optimus. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh yeah. So I also have Optimus, my truck. Basically, I'm trying to. I started to build the command center, the mobile command center, and it's a cap shell for the bed of my truck, so I can go and shoot these dive sites and not have to spend money on lodging. I just sleep in the truck.
All right.
I've done one video on it where just so far of working on the outside shell, but we have a lot of plans for it.
All right, so Critter Hunter's got his critter getter.
His critter getter, yeah.
And you've got the critter camper.
Center.
Or the command center.
The mobile command center.
All right, and Vincentus is saying, Benny's saying, bring the ladies, Bobby. He's not asking me to bring any ladies.
Hey.
Because I'm obviously too old.
I'll try to, Mr. Benny.
Yeah, we're getting some good comments coming. I watched the video. I think Benny's seen the Optimus video. Yeah.
The difference between the mobile command center and the critter getter is I'm probably gonna have a shower in mine, stand-in shower enclosed inside the bed of the truck. And I know that's kind of hard in his little vehicle he's got.
No, I'll see if I can find it and send you the link. There's an English guy in America with like a bit of a camping channel, an outdoorsy channel. And I'll see if I've saved the video. But he had got a gas-powered shower in a Pelican case with a 12-volt pump.
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, that looked pretty cool. So you just took it up.
If you could, anytime you can get a shower out and about is amazing.
Yeah, and then there's another lady, a Polish lady, big channel. I'm getting too old to remember the names. She's just had a Land Rover kitted out with a shower enclosure. Oh, so there's a frame.
I know he's gonna have to. He already wrote it. He's gonna have his shower on the outside with it.
That's right. He said, yeah, it's coming up. It's the next episode or something. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So people, we're getting into campers, and if I can find the link for that video, I'll put it in the description.
Absolutely.
If not, Bobby might put the description on his next Optimus truck when he's looking for showers.
We have a lot of stuff. We got a 50-inch TV. We got the kitchen, marble tabletop. It's going to be pretty wild inside the back of this thing.
Oh, Justin's on. Critter Hunter's on. I'll have a shower. I've got a flat water tank that'll go on the roof. Probably clean gear with it. Hey, the critter getter. You need some. Are you going to have a 50-inch TV, Justin?
Mm-hmm.
And marble tops?
For the kitchen.
I don't think so. Oh, I'm enjoying this. We're already nearly 45 minutes into it.
Nice.
So let's get a bit of a move on. What's marine species? What do you want to see underwater that you've not seen today? I guess what's top of the bucket list to see underwater? And it could be a couple of things.
I want to see a great white. I want to see a manta. I want to see a whale shark. I want to see. I want to go swim.
If you want to see mantas, I'm dropping a video tonight. I'm just checking. Let me just check if it's tonight or tomorrow.
You just put a video with mantas in it.
No, yeah, I've got another one. I've got this tonight. I think it's tonight. It's coming out. Let me just have a quick look here. 70 mantas.
And I want to swim with humpback whales.
Yeah, hold on. What's that video? I'm just having a quick look at this. What's today? Yeah, 2nd of August. It's coming out. Is it 2nd? No, it's 1st. Tomorrow. I'm dropping a video. It's called Mantas Galore, 70 of them. It's up tomorrow night. So if you want to see mantas, I'm the guy.
Yeah, definitely. I gotta come see it because I want to see him bad.
Yeah, I'm fed up of seeing mantas.
That's how I feel about bull sharks and lemon sharks.
Yeah, I'm not fed up of seeing bull sharks or lemon sharks. Let's swap.
Absolutely.
Rebecca's QB's come on. She's a great vlogger in the Philippines.
Hey.
She's a mum, and she just gets on there, talks about all sorts of stuff, and she's really works hard on it. She's really good. I think she's got nearly 5,000 subscribers. Hi, Rebecca. How are you?
Hey, Rebecca.
Welcome. Hernandez, no camping for me in Philippines. Not as easy as America. I'll be in hotels at night.
I'll join you in the hotel at night.
Ben has been back on. You can see Finding Nemo, Bobby.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Benny Blue. That's a good one.
So, Matt, so that's quite, humpbacks, I guess, where's the closest for you? Hawaii or something?
Probably. Maybe on the other side of Mexico.
Do you know, my first ever dive in Hawaii years and years ago, I was on the way back from Dima and going on to an aggressor boat. Because when I was in the dive business, we were the agents for Aggressor Fleet.
Okay.
And we were going to Truk Lagoon, and I was on Maui, and we went to, I think it was called Molokini Crater. And it was a big dive boat full of Japanese scuba diving tourists. And there was three of us, really experienced, and we've been talking to the dive guides and that, and they said, look, there's about 25 people all going to go in. They said, we'll put you in first. And actually, they should have said put us in last anyway, because we kidded up super fast. And the one thing you got to remember about Japanese, they're very attentive.
Yeah.
So we went in, down, and I just said, let's go out to the blue a bit. And I was actually thinking that for tiger sharks, because and in comes a huge oceanic manta. And we're down at about 40 meters. And then I look behind me, and there's about 25 Japanese, all finning like this, all trying to get to the manta with the dive guys crazy.
Like, you need to be worried about the tiger shark.
So anyway, we came up with that, and I said, well, that didn't work too well, did it? I said, maybe you want to listen to me next time, and we'll go in last.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
But yeah, I just couldn't believe it. I'd never seen a man, and it was an oceanic one. Most of the ones I see are reef mantas, but this was a big guy,
enormous.
Just coming in out of the blue.
That's what amazes me is seeing life underwater and how they look at you and they're like, oh, you're just like one of us.
Well, when you see that manta video tomorrow, it'll blow your mind.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
It will blow your mind. Hernandez on. Whenever you want to know where to see shit, he's the guy to go to. Humpbacks are famous in Dominica. A couple of hours flight, not for me, but for you, Bobby.
Yeah.
And Rebecca, Justin, they always come and take over the channel. Justin, where's Judea?
I need to get with Justin because he finds all the crazy little stuff.
Oh man, he's magic. He's magic. He can make a boring dive site turn into the most spectacular site you've ever been. You and I would go there, wouldn't see a damn thing. Get Critter and Alex on there, and they'd produce amazing. In fact, Critter Hunter doesn't like reef diving much.
What?
No, he likes the muck black water diving, and that you see on his channel.
Yeah.
The problem with the reef, and I'm colorblind, right? Problem with the reef, you can't find all the good stuff easily.
No.
Because it's all doing what it's supposed to do, merging with the reef and camouflaging. Right?
I completely agree.
Okay, we got a question. What's the most exotic creature we've seen underwater? That's a good one. For me, probably sunfish. Yeah, the big round mola. In America, you call them
mola. Okay, yeah. Wow.
That's the most exotic I've seen. Probably, looking back, because you don't see them very often. And you, Bobby, the most exotic?
Probably the batfish, because you don't really get to see it that often.
Oh, we get them all. Oh, your batfish. Yeah, that's not the same batfish I'm referring to. I've seen it on one of your videos. Yeah,
where it's got the little thing that comes out of its forehead to
yeah. I don't know what that's called in the rest of the world. Critter Hunter might know. Yeah, because what we call a batfish, you call a spadefish.
Oh, there's spadefish here also.
You know what we call the difference between England and America. Two countries separated by a common language.
Absolutely.
A walking shark is Critter Hunter's most exotic thing.
Gee, that thing's crazy.
Oh, it's called a handfish.
Handfish.
That's okay. Yes, thanks for that, Critter Hunter.
Yeah. Because I didn't know what that was.
All right. Well, that led into my next question. What was the coolest thing you've seen underwater today? And there it is, the handfish, known in Florida as a batfish, not a spadefish.
I like also is seeing named sharks too, like Patrick and Snooty. That's another one for me.
What's that? Is that a shark that you see regularly in?
Mm-hmm. So Snooty's a lemon shark that has her jaws already protruded. She was born with a birth defect with her jaws already out. So that's how you know it's her. She's always smiling while swimming. And then Patrick's a big, about 10 to 12 foot tiger shark that comes and visits regularly.
Have you done a video on that?
Yes.
All right, because that'd be pretty cool. My friends are sharks.
Yeah, I it's funny because they recognize you.
Yeah, they're smart, highly intelligent. I mean, I did a tiger shark dive. Again, an old story. I mean, way back in the late 80s when I went to the Red Sea, just after Israel had given back Sinai to Egypt, and all the boats were foreign then, and I was on the British boat called the Lady Jenny. My dive club, I'd come from here, and my dive club in England had organised it, and I'd moved here around that time. And we jump in the water just off Sharm el Sheikh, and a tiger shark goes by, and I didn't have a clue what it was. This was the checkout dive, and in those days, Ras Mohammed, was famous for sharks everywhere, and one of my favourite fish of all time, big Napoleon wrasses. I absolutely love them more than sharks.
Wow!
And you don't see that anymore. But it was just the Red Sea in the 90s for big stuff.
I want to see that. I want to go to the Red Sea also.
You've got to go more south. For sharks, for me, the easiest place is the Maldives. Guaranteed.
Wait till you come here.
Yeah, I'm coming, brother. Okay, Eric's got good questions, right?
Eric's amazing. I love that guy.
Tell me, well, you can answer this one first. Tell me your best holy crap moment, whether funny, scary, or surprising.
All right. I injured my ear on a giant stride because my mask broke, but it didn't break from the strap or anything. It broke around the seal. So I was, you're just trying to rectify the issue by clearing your mask, and it's just continuing to fill, and next thing you're sinking the entire time because we were doing
because you're exhaling, right?
And next thing you know, my ear pinched instantly because I looked at my watch. I was at 40 feet already. I got vertigo. You could see the boat, and I was at 40 feet, and it looked like the boat was in front of me. Then my instructor at the time swam up to me, and just all she did was put her hand on my chest, calmed me down, went back up to the surface. Found out the whole lens was ripped out from the rubber, and I didn't even go on the second dive because I couldn't hear for 3 days.
Well, I guess my funniest holy crap moment was, again, probably, I think it's around 87, 88. I went to Mauritius diving. I'd recently moved to Dubai. British Airways had a special offer, so I thought, let's go down for, I think it was a break in November or something. And I owned a dive shop in those days, and I'd got this latest, it was called Techna regulator. I think it was called the DV2. It was a little, really nice, small second stage, a bit like a bullet.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd take that with me. That looks really cool. When you're young, you want to show off and stuff. So I'm on this boat and back rolled into the water. And in those days, we'd do just negative entries, right? We wouldn't bother coming up and giving okay. So I get down. I've got the regulator in my mouth, and the rest of the first stage because it just separated.
No.
So I then spat that out, got my Air 2, put that in. I thought, oh, right, back under control. Oh, shit, the cover's going down. Then went down, got hold of the outside bit, and then reassembled it underwater, put it back in.
That's crazy.
Oh, well, I put all that back down to the old British Aqua Club training in the day, right?
Wow.
You just think, I should have shit myself, right, and gone for the surface. Oh, no, I've got my Air 2. Just put that in. Oh shit! Why didn't I hold on to that?
End up turning into a lawn dart.
All right. Oh, Hernandez had his worst dive ever yesterday. It looks like.
What?
Pushed out 2 kilometers and had to swim. Jeez, Louis, swim it back. Oh, because Hernandez shore dives. He does a lot of shore dives. Wow. Well, Hernandez on a weight loss campaign. I guess he lost a few pounds yesterday.
He's getting after it. That's
sorry, Justin, awesome. But that's the British sense of humour, buddy. But we're looking forward to the octopus footage. I hope that was the mimic that was on Finn's bucket list.
Oh,
but yeah. I mean, swimming back 2 kilometers. Wow, I wouldn't like that. Not at all.
I don't like long swims.
All right, that's it. I'm not doing the shore dives. I'll dive from a boat when there. Right, we're nearly out of time. I try and keep these at an hour, just over an hour. So we're bang on today. Thanks for the questions. We've got some more stuff coming. The questions have been really good. Hernandez, thanks. Eric, great. Benny, Rebecca's QB, we love you.
Yeah, love all you guys. Thank you.
So let's just kind of finish out. What's your favorite YouTube channel? And it doesn't have to be. What's the other channel besides your own that you really like watching?
I like watching Peter McKinnon because I'm trying to learn how to get my photography up better. So I watch Peter McKinnon.
Is he? Is that for photography or underwater photography?
Regular photography, and he does gear reviews and tips and tricks and stuff like that. But it's mainly photography.
All right. Okay. Can you send me that link and then I'll whack it in the description?
Absolutely.
All right. Hernandez just coming up with a bit more. We were doing exploration dive south and didn't know the site. No mimic, but first coconut octopus. I like octopuses. I can't find the things because I'm colorblind, but any octopus. But these guys find the really cool ones.
Yeah. I got a good picture of one at Blue Heron Bridge. A trick is to look for clean white shells in front of rocks.
Yeah, because that's how they
hide themselves.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Peter.
No, Peter McKinnon.
Yeah, we're gonna Benny. We will put a link. It'll probably be in tomorrow when StreamYard and YouTube do their stuff and upload it. But I'll get that in. I'll nag Bobby if he doesn't send it to me straight away.
As soon as we hang up, I'll text it to you.
All right. So yeah, we're there. We're kind of on the hour. Who would you like to give a shout out to?
One, I want to give a shout out to my birthday boy Max. He's 6 years old today. He's my service dog. He was just laying on my feet the whole time. You okay,
Hey,
bud?
Max.
Say hello to everybody. All right. And to everybody watching, thank you for watching, and I appreciate you having me on your show, Brian. This is amazing, and I can't wait to blow some bubbles with you, brother.
No, we'll be doing. Could have just given us a trick. Use a mirror on their den. I forgot where I was on a dive in the Maldives, and this Russian diver. There were some Russian divers on. They were really good. I tell you, there was I think 6 or 8 of them, and boy, were their skills good. And the lady had a little mirror on her thumb that she would keep an eye on the back with.
Huh.
And I found where to buy them, and I didn't buy it, and I've forgotten where to get it. But it was really cool. Just a little, like when you the security mirrors.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Just on your thumb. That'd be great for a dive guide, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. But that would be great for the octopus trick.
Oh, he's got Boston Terriers.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Alex brings. Now one thing I have got coming up.
Go ahead.
Is I've got the world's apparently made in Holland only underwater magnifying glass.
Oh yeah.
And I've got one from Trident as well, which is kind of like a normal one. So that'll be coming up in the next month or so. In fact, I was keeping it to go to the Philippines to look at critters. It's a real big thing. And it's the only way, and it did make a guest appearance on one of my Paralens videos. It's the only way you can film close up with a Paralens. You hold it there, and then. But yeah, that's going to be something coming up probably in the next 6 weeks or so. But it is heavy, but it is really cool.
I bet. Your rig is amazing.
I call it my Texan mirror. It's bigger and better. Do you want to hear my Texan joke?
Well, the lights ain't on it yet, but Justin, it's coming along. I'm building it now for you. I'm gonna go get this frogfish picture at Blue Heron for you with my new lights and stuff.
Hey, you see, Justin, when you give people challenges, they may not do them quick, but by Jove, do they take it seriously?
I'm gonna get it done now.
All right, so guys, everyone who's tuned in and put questions and comments, thank you so much. The video will be up tomorrow for everyone and to watch. As I said, Bobby, usually we get 200 to 300 people looking at the live streams post production, I guess you would call it.
I'm hoping we get the 200-300 people that see my stuff to see your stuff too.
And yeah, Critter Hunter likes the setup. Awesome setup, man. And he's obviously been WhatsApping or texting his mate, and they've got hairy frogfish at Heron.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get him a picture of that one for him.
All right, so stay online, Bobby. I'm going to end the broadcast right here.
Thank you so much.
My next live stream will be with Andy, the UK diver, or his channel's called the UK Diver. In a week or two, we're just finalising dates. But once again, thank you, Bobby. It's been all I wanted. You are motivational. I mean, you've been through some shit in your life, getting blown up down a crater, whatever you want to say. And look at you. You're smiling. You're smiling. You're getting on with your life, and you've got a plan. And that has to be an inspiration to anyone.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay, Eric, we'll end with Eric. Yeah. It's only good because people like you come and put really good questions to help it all go along. And Critter Hunter's checking out your channel. Critter Hunter, please give Bobby some shout outs. He's a veteran. He's a disabled due to combat. I mean, if you look at the picture he sent me, that he didn't send a picture in his uniform. He sent me one of him diving. And I said, no, I want one of you in uniform. Bloody hell, he's got a chest full of brass. You know, so this guy has definitely served his country. And look at him, he's bashful.
Thank you for the kind
He's
words,
bashful.
man.
All right, we're ending it there, guys.
Thank you, Justin.